So how do you reward a dog who's not food motivated, or how do you reward a dog in general? So traditionally or normally or naturally for you, it would be to reward the dog. If you do this for me, I will reward you. When I'm training a dog, I'm asking the dog to sit, and the dog sits and I give the treats, right? That's how you usually think about rewarding a dog. I want you to change the way you think about how to reward your dog. So instead of saying, if you do this for me, I will give you reward, which most dog trainers, they say, you have to think of it as your dog is working and you pay it for the work that it's doing, which is kind of, I would say, nonsense. It doesn't make sense. It actually doesn't apply to dogs. Dogs, they don't work. They don't see working or life the way we do, so they don't work to get paid. So I want you to think of it in a different form. Don't think of it as, if you do this for me, I will give you reward. I want you to think of it as, I'll scratch your back if you scratch my back. So let's explore this form of reward and this form of approach to training or making a relationship with your dog. So what does that look like, and what does that feel like, and what does that do? You have to get to know your dog. You have to spend time to learn what your dog likes and start providing those for your dog. And in return, your dog will give you back what you like and will do or help you to achieve things that you like. So that's the concept of, I scratch your back while you scratch my back. So if I provide, let's say, play with my dog, what happens there is, when I play with my dog, I gain a lot of points from my dog's point of view, that my dog says, you gained 20 points. That's 20 points that I have accumulated so far because I played with my dog. So simply, if you know that, for example, your dog likes you to play with it, or your dog likes to fetch, the idea here is, I'm going to play with you to gain some points, and stick with me, it's going to make sense. So here's my dog. She likes to play ball. So the way I'm going to play with her, instead of saying, go get the ball, fetch it, and then usually they don't bring it or anything like that, I have set the rule that if you want me to scratch your back, which is you want to play this game of fetch, you have to literally drop the ball and bring it to me, right? And then I'll throw it for you. So I'm scratching her back, she's scratching my back. So most dog owners, what they do when they play this game, for example, the dog doesn't let go of the ball, they have to struggle to get the ball back, and then the dog doesn't bring near to you, or leaves it over there, or runs away with it. And I have trained or taught my dog that that is not acceptable. Bring it more forward. So she brings it more forward, and then I don't have to struggle with it, and we can continue on playing. So that's one example of, I scratch your back and you scratch my back, right? Now the other example I can give is, I take my dog for a walk and I allow my dog to walk and do whatever it wants. It's her walk. So while she's walking, I'm gaining points, right? I'm gaining another 50 points, right? So I played with her, I gained 20 points. I walked her, I gained another 50 points. And then, there are all these things that I do during the day. I feed her, I brush her, I take care of her. I let her lie down by me, on my lap. All these things, I'm gaining points. Especially if I'm feeding my dog, free food, I should get another 100 points. So I'm gaining a lot of points. Now I want to train her. I want to ask her to do something, right? So let's say training. Annie, come. Annie, sit. Annie, lie down. So I can train her like that. Annie, stay. Because I'm using my points. I have scratched her back and now she's scratching my back. I have done what she needed and she has what she needed, and now she's doing what I want, right? She's scratching my back. So this is training, but I also want her to do something for me just because I'm doing something, I'm working. I want to ask her to lie down and not to bother me, right? While I'm, for example, making this video. And she does it. And the reward here is invisible, right? I have already accumulated points, gained some credit, and now she's doing things for me without me getting involved with offering her actual things, physical things. She's doing it because of the relationship that we have, right? So I've gained points because of things that I have provided for her, and now she's doing things for me. I can use this for training, I can use this for daily activities that I'm doing, and if I want to change her behavior, she's going to be more willing to work with me, make me happy and satisfied because of our relationship. I can ask her not to behave certain way, I can ask her to stop doing certain things and stop doing those behaviors because she wants to please me. So one of the things that you have to start focusing on, and this is something that I share with my students in my Perfect Dog Plan program, is understanding that you're not just training your dog. You have to improve a lot of other stuff in order for everything to work out perfectly for you. So to have a good dog is not just to train them. You have to understand that you have to provide their daily 5 essential needs. And this is something that we go in depth in the program as well. So if you want to learn more, I'm going to leave a video that you can watch at the end of this video. But understand that you have to provide your dog's daily 5 essential needs to gain credits, to gain points, so your dog will give back to you. So if you provide these, your dog is going to be happy to give back to you in whatever form you want, whatever you need. So understand that you have to provide your dog's daily 5 essential needs, which are exercise, training, socialization, care, and also affection. You have to provide them in this order as well. You know, first thing has to be exercise, then has to be training, socialization, and then care, and then the last thing a dog needs is affection. So if you provide all these 5 things for your dogs throughout the day, every day, you gain a lot of points, where at the end your points are going to be the rewards that you're going to be using to either train your dog or change his behavior or teach something new to your dog. So let's say, for instance, I want to teach my dog a new idea or a new concept. I don't have to give treats to my dog in order for it to learn. I can work with my dog without the use of treats and teach it something new. Let's say I want to teach my dog Annie to heel with me, to walk beside me. So Annie, here. So she does it not because I'm dangling food or treats in front of her. She does it because she wants to please me. Here, Annie, here. Good girl. Heel, sit, stay. You see, I don't have to give rewards as well. You know, I don't have to bombard my dog with rewards. One of the problems with treat training, for example, is that you have to give treats every time your dog does something, and eventually you have to get to the point that you're giving treats every 5th or 10th time, and then eventually you have to fade out the treats. So I say, from the beginning, why don't we just start not going through that hassle of giving treats and then slowly giving less and then eventually fading it out. Why don't we start from the beginning with not giving treats to our dog, so we're not depending on treats to go back and forth. Again, we're not paying our dogs. We're asking our dog to do something for us without the actual and physical reward. The reward that you're sharing with your dog would be invisible, and it would be something that it carries on throughout their lives. So you don't have to start with training with treats or food or thinking of reward, but giving them what they need, and they will do everything for you for their whole life. Let's say Annie is in a lie down position, right? And I want her to stay there. So Annie, stay. And her task at this moment is to stay, to scratch my back. I'm rewarding her emotionally, mentally, using my relationship that I have with my dog. Remember, the way I gain points is by providing my dogs daily 5 essential needs. And what are those 5 daily essential needs? I'm going to leave a video right here that you can go ahead and watch it, learn more about it. And if you want to join my program, the link is in the description below. And if you have any questions, leave those questions in the comments below. And until next time, have fun with your dog.